Hi, I'm Cindy Kent and I present the Home Run here on Premier between 3 and 6:30 every weekday, Monday to Friday. Now I've been here at Premier for over 11 years. In fact, I was here before we went on air officially. I was the first presenter they signed up, though they may have told all the presenters that, I don't know. But I was delighted to come and join what is really such a groundbreaking organisation. Let's face it, we are the only Christian radio station in the country. And so to be invited to join something like this was just too good an offer to turn down. But let me take you back quite a few years, and I mean quite a few years, back to the 1960s. Yeah, I know, probably before most of you were born, but there you go. I was the lead singer in a group called The Settlers. There were 3 guys and myself, and in case you're sitting there thinking, now what on earth did they do? What were the songs they did? Let me put you out of your misery. There was a television series called Follyfoot, and we did the theme tune called The Lightning Tree, and that was that kind of hit in the charts. But we were fortunate enough to be able to do all sorts of gigs in all sorts of places right around the world, and it was a great way to spend 11 years with 3 fantastic guys. I then decided I wanted to leave and move into radio. Why radio? Well, because to be perfectly honest, it really is the most marvellous medium to work in. You're seeing me now in a picture and you're probably thinking, gosh, she doesn't look like she sounds. I've had a different picture of her in my mind from radio, and that's what I love about it. The pictures are definitely better. I'm better in your imagination. But it's such a personal medium. We're in people's ears. We're in their cars, their bathrooms, their bedrooms, their kitchens. I sometimes imagine in the middle of the afternoon, I'm sitting on somebody's windowsill in the kitchen with my feet in the washing up bowl. And it's really great to be able to be there in your home and in your life. And that is why radio is so good. So I started off with Radio 4, then I moved to Radio 2, and then Radio 1. Is that progression? Well, depends on your radio listening habits. But I will say that the whole of my life, my professional life, more or less, has been involved with religious radio, one way or another. I was in at the birth of commercial radio, which was very exciting, and I joined LBC, the station here in London. I then moved to Radio Hallam and back to London with Capital Radio, where I was their religious affairs producer for many years, which was great fun and a great way to learn about the business. I then moved into training people. Poacher turned gamekeeper, I think is the expression. Teaching people how to be interviewed, how to sit, how to look, what to do and what not to do. And that was fascinating. And that's what I was doing at the point when I was approached by the then programme director of this new radio station called London Christian Radio. And I have to tell you, my original answer was no. Not with a barge pole. Don't want to know about something that's going to be, ghetto radio. I'd rather be in mainstream radio. Anyway, they then changed the way they were trying to approach the whole way of presenting Christian radio, and it became what it is now. And so I jumped at the chance, as I said earlier on, of joining this groundbreaking organisation. And I came in doing the afternoon programme first of all, and it was such fun. We had a great launch at Battersea Park with hundreds and hundreds of people and loads of balloons, and it was just the most fantastic day. And we've really gone on from strength to strength. It's a great team to work with right here on Premier. This show I love doing because, well, how can I put it? I never know what's coming up next. From day to day, it's very different. We try and look at the news stories of the day from a Christian perspective, which is something no one else is doing. That's our USP, our unique selling point, as they say. Nobody else is taking what's happening on the front page of the newspapers and saying, what is the Christian angle on this story? And I'm thrilled that we're able to do it. And I love doing that for 3.5 hours every day. It's also great fun because you get to meet some fascinating people. The archbishops and the bishops and the elders and the pastors and the priests and the authors and the singers and the songwriters that I've met over the last 11 years. Well, I could write a book. In fact, that's quite a good idea. No, that's another project, but it is such a great programme to work on. And of course I hear from you, which is even better because you email me with your thoughts and you write to me and you tell me in no uncertain terms what you like and what you don't like. And that, of course, is fantastic. So that's kind of the buzz for me of doing this programme. The fact that I never know what's happening next, but I do know one thing, that God works through what's going on in the radio studios, because I get so many emails from people saying, when you said XYZ, I know that was for me. I know that was God saying something to me. And 9 times out of 10, I can't remember saying that, but I just know, as with all my fellow presenters, we pray before we sit in the chair and address the microphone, and we ask God to actually speak through us and use us. And that to me is what's so fantastic about Premier Christian Radio. I hope I'll be here for many years to come. Well, I hope you've enjoyed hearing a little bit more about me than you did before. Maybe you've heard too much. you might like to get in touch with me, you can do that every weekday, of course, in the studio at premier.org.uk. Bye for now.